The first question you need to ask is, where does the transportation information actually live in the organization? That is, where is the information in Families First? If the answer is it depends on who you ask, then you're already a long way toward identifying the nature of the problem. The same structural failure at Walmart, our hospital system, or Families First, it can be exactly the same. The structure does not. The systems may differ, the scale may differ, but you can't fix what you can't name. So let's take a look. Transportation is capacity. Commercial capacity to move freight. Families First, capacity to get a child, case manager, or provider somewhere so the real work, the visit, the placement, the appointment can happen. Information access and physical access are two sides of one coin. Information access fragmented is not a complaint about messy spreadsheets. It means the organization has partly lost access to one of its own capacities. Supply chain management looks like moving things, but it's really about structuring access. Access to the capacity to provide services or to provide goods. And you cannot deploy capacity if you can't see it. So let's look at the four kinds of fragmentation: locational, temporal, format, ownership. Ownership is the most dangerous. It's the one that guarantees that the other three never get fixed. The assignment queue. When you go to the client site and classify what you find and using these four categories to tell you which kind of a mess, because each is different. Now, we're not going to be visiting the client side, but we're going to be interviewing more people. And these are the things that we need to ask about. And that is, where does all of this belong and how do you fix it? The consequence is the cost surfaces as primarily as case manager capacity. Every hour spent trying to figure out how to get somewhere, coordinating a ride, driving an avoidable route, recovering from a failed trip, is an hour not spent working on a case, and doing things that only a case manager or some other official can do. It disguises itself as a staffing problem. They may conclude they need more case managers. What they need is better access to information. So how do we quantify that conversion? How many hours? Whose hours? At what cost? That's the most valuable thing that you can deliver to this group. Now, so you're looking at fragmented information, avoidable logistics labor, and lost capacity for case managers and other officials. So keep in mind here, this is an illustrative case, i.e., we're going to put numbers on the drain, but these numbers are completely made up. I mean, we're talking about $38 an hour loaded cost, 48 working weeks, and so we come out with 11,520 hours. But remember, it's illustrative numbers only. This is not the real thing. You can put the real thing in here, and the formula you use may become more complicated. But the whole point is, before you can do anything with a supply chain of any sort or a transportation system of any sort, you have to know where the origins and destinations are and be able to do some prediction of those things. Whether you formally predict them or not, doesn't matter. What matters, because once you make a decision, Once you make a decision, you've already implied a forecast. So work on visibility first, ownership second, and then work on the system. It doesn't have to be highly sophisticated visibility. It just needs to be some visibility. It can be this kind of spreadsheet I'm going to post up here to let you take a look at. But a shared view, even if it's crude, beats an unpopulated, sophisticated system. You won't do just to pick some software. What needs to happen first is data. So the first question is not, do they have enough transportation? The first question is, do they have reliable access to the transportation that they have, and can they use it efficiently? So find the fragmentation, name which of the four kinds, and cost it out in hours of whose time. And we'll try to provide more information to help you structure this. Keep in mind that you can build a model and then work with assumptions and play with the outcome. So that's what we're looking for.